We came like, oh, que no pare la fiesta. Que no. We were just jamming to this TJR beat. And Prince like, I like that. Oh, record it. We always do voice notes, right? And then he's like, don't stop the party. But we just left it there like a party. He laid it down. Then we was on tour. He's like, oh, help me arrange it. Do the prrrr. I want that B-roll, every pre-hook. Like, he put me on. I'm like, because I knew how to edit. Like, I was already, like, in training for that. Boom. He's like, oh, I'm going to give you 2.5% or 5% of this record. I'm like, nah, you don't got to give me shit, nigga. Don't worry about it. Like, you my dog. Like, nah. He's like, nigga, trust me. This shit going to change your life. Like, nah, bro, you straight. Like,
wow.
Bro.
Wow.
6 months later, that shit said, the Minions started singing, don't start their party. I got to check. I'm like, yo, bet that up.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
Today we're blessed with one of the craziest DJs from the 305, one of the illest producers, wrote some anthems that we love and rock in the club. Let's give it up for my brother, DJ Chino!
the most winning. Oh, thank you guys for having me here, and congratulations on the, on the vision, the podcast, Latino Champs. I already know, man.
This is for all of us.
We're here representing for the culture. You already know.
That's it. Latino Champs was created so we could do this, man.
Thank you, man. Thank you for having me. Appreciate you guys.
I've been such a fan for many, many years, man. If I could be somebody else when I come back, I would be you.
Thank you. I appreciate you, man.
Like, man, you've done just so. I mean, do people even know all the songs you're a part of, man?
No, I mean, hope not. But like, they're gonna find out by here through here. No, but I've done a lot of work with a lot of artists, a lot of great people that have been in my life, a lot of songwriters, producers, but definitely a lot of artists. And it's been a blessing, especially where I come from with my story, like coming from Cuba as a little kid and coming to the U.S. and Miami and being able to do something that I love. I think it's a blessing. I think that's what it's all about, right? Doing something that you got to find something that you love. And I love music since I was a little kid. And we'll get to the story in a little bit so you guys can learn a little bit about where it came from and stuff like that. But it's a blessing, just being here right now and talking about it is like, it's crazy.
No, that's amazing. But like, for people that don't know, you're Cuban. So you came from, but you were born in Cuba.
Yeah, I was born in Cuba, and then my mom won the lottery. But the lottery in Cuba is not money. It's the visa to get out of Cuba. That's how I got here. So I was able, it's a blessing because we had an attempt before that I was trying to come on a boat. And then we got caught. And then it's a long story of that. And my parents got, we went to jail. I literally went to jail when I was like 7 years old. Like a holding area, but you know what I'm saying? But for the women and the kids. And then my dad got rolled for like a week. But then you lost your job, you like against the government over there, so they don't play with that. So then we had to figure it out for the next 2 years. And it was during the special period, like it was like 94 around there, so it was really bad timing. And then, thank God, my mom applied to the lottery, and she won it, and that's how I was able to come legally 2-3 years after that.
That's incredible. You know what, look, I think people in Miami understand the Cubans come over on boats sometimes.
Exactly.
But I think people in other places don't understand
Definitely.
that. Because, the Mexicans on the West Coast, so sometimes they're coming in a different way.
Yeah.
They're coming across the border a different way. And I think a lot of people don't understand that struggle. But explain that to some people that don't understand how a lot of people
well, it's basically, people are jammed up in Cuba. So since the U.S. is so close, especially the Florida Keys, it's like 100 miles away, like people just be riding out on rafts and stuff like that. When that went down, that I was trying to like leave on a boat, it's a long story. My grandfather, my uncles, it was like the whole family rode out.
But
we got caught.
How old are you on this boat?
I was probably like 7 years old. My parents, me, and then my little cousin, it was 21 of us. We all got caught like 12 miles already out. Like it was already almost like international water. And then they took us back to Cuba. Then literally I had just given everything to my dogs. Like we gave away the TV, like whatever we had, we gave it away. When we came back, we had shit. Like, give my shit back. But it was funny because my dad obviously, he lost his job, like the real job. Then he had to hustle. And during that time is when Los Balseros, you remember that they started, it was like the Maria boat lift, but like something not as big, that they started. The country was so bad that they opened up so people, whoever want to leave, they could ride out. And since the U.S. had the law with the dry foot, wet foot before. So the minute you touch the land, you get automatically apply for your paperwork. That's why a lot of people left too from Cuba, you know. But a lot of people died in that journey, you know. So it's crazy that it's a blessing that I was able to come like legally, you know, like with my parents. But I know a lot of family members and a lot of friends that came other ways, you know, just trying to find better future for them, you know.
So you get here, how old are you?
I'm 11 when I got here. Literally turned 11 because it took like a process like 2-3 years after that. Came and then had to like learn how to speak English, you know. I went to summer school, like I went to West Miami Middle here, and then I went to South Miami High School. So then I learned English, and then I always was a fan of music because my dad is a musician, like he plays congas and like bass. And my uncle is a keyboard player too, so in my house there was always like rehearsals, music, and you know in Cuba there's not really much shit to do but just to get fucked up and have parties every week. Like, so you know what I'm saying, like real shit. So like that's how we used to like be lit in the crib, and then that's how I started kind of like my musical roots started. Like so.
You wanted to be a different kind of musician first, or you wanted to be?
No, I always like what caught my attention was always the scratching. Back in the day, I used to watch a lot of DVDs. When I came here, I didn't know about music genres and stuff like that. In Cuba, it's just like you listen to Mark Anthony and Selena, what your mom is listening to in the 90s, and that's all you hear. There's no radio station, there's nothing, you know what I'm saying? So my mom used to clean the house with Mark, Selena, and a lot of that. So I would be like, oh shit, like, you know, besides the Cuban music that we had the local groups, but over there, like the TV and the radio is not as strong as here, so they don't really break records. Thank you.
She got a shot
Like that.
for us.
Hell yeah.
This is our first.
We got what we got. We got the Volley passion fruit.
Yeah,
Is that what this
Ooh,
is?
yeah.
You know, we call this a Terrero toast. Let's do it. Yeah.
Salud.
To DJ Chino, thanks for coming.
Para arriba.
Salud.
Ah,
Centro, pa'
El que
adentro.
no apoya, no folla. Yeah, so basically, like, I went through that journey with my parents, my mom, my dad being a musician. There was always music around, and when I got here, I started getting more into watching, obviously, TV, and there was a lot of DVDs from Funk Flex and them back in the day that they used to put together. So I used to watch them, and I always, and Jessy Jeff as well, they used to, like, do the scratching. So I was like, damn, that always caught my attention, you know? Like, and that's how I kind of, like, I wanted to buy turntables, so, like, and then I was the DJ in every Latin house party. I was like, oh yeah, no te preocupes, que el chino pone la música. He's a DJ.
How old were you when you were like, I like this scratching shit?
Like 13, 14 around there. Yeah.
You know, and what was the first day you said, I need equipment, I need a record?
It was around that time. Like, obviously, I came from Cuba, so I was kind of like fearing everything. I was still living at my aunt's house. And then my cousin will be into like cops and like firefighters and all that. And I was always like, nah, I like music. That's my shit, you know? Like, but my parents being musician and my grandfather, they always played congas. I always had that behind my mind. And then that's when I said I invested in some Technique 1200s. And then I started getting in school with friends that were DJs too. Shout out DJ Obscene, you know, like Ideal, Robin. I know them because we used to do the young parties. That's how I started like getting my name out there. So I started putting myself together with like all these young DJs from Miami that they were doing mixtapes at the time. That's how I heard about Pit, because Pit was all over the mixtapes. And then the barbershop where I used to get my hair cut at is 24th Street Barbershop. Literally, 24th Street Barbershop is on 24th Street and 67th Ave. And I lived on 67 and 21st. So I was like, I could walk to the barbershop. And I used to see like the dunks, you know, like back in the day, you know, Miami dunks. And like shout out to Suze from like 24th Street, like those are my dogs. And Pete, then I found out later that he used to like, you know, like sweep there, like with Eddie and stuff, and like part of his story. But since we all went to like around the same area, like that's like West Miami, Westchester area, that's where I grew up. And that's why I started like collecting records with like DJ pools back in the day. So they started sending me like the big records.
Yes.
And that's how I kind of started like getting into the music, like more DJing house parties. Then went to doing the all ages parties that we used to rent the clubs and then do like the night, but without liquor, you know, just like energy drinks and water. So like on the long weekends, like Memorial Day weekend, like on a Monday off, like all the high school, that's how I kind of started building my name.
But it was always DJ Chino. You didn't
Yeah,
have
it was always Chino. Chino, because since I was born, they call me that in my hood in Cuba. I was born in un reparto, which is reparto is a popular word now for like a new genre of Cuba. So I was born, es como un barrio, it's the same thing as a barrio. But in Cuba, they call it reparto, barrio, it's kind of like the same thing. Everybody, Chino. So I said, I need a DJ name because I saw the DJs change, like they had like an alias name. I said, fuck it, DJ Chino, because everybody knows my Chino now. Then I got into trouble with that shit because there was another DJ Chino who was older than me. And then I had to drop that, so then I became I Am Chino. So I'm like, I am a producer, I'm a writer, I'm the most winning.
Nice. I love
You know?
So they call you Chino, I'm assuming, because you got
Yeah.
Chinito eyes.
Yeah, just because of that. Not because the waist down. Like, because, you know, Chinese motherfuckers are known for other shit. I tell all the girls and all the Cuban people, hey, look, Chino, de aquí para arriba, no de aquí para abajo. Sí, no, porque hay que aclarar las cosas claras, ¿entiendes?
So in terms of in terms of production though, because you you started producing like.
Well, the one that really pushed me to produce was Pit. So we can go a little bit how I met Pit and the story, because he gave me a lot of opportunity, and thank you Pit, you know, for believing in me, and like for real, I didn't even know what I was capable of doing. Obviously, he sees something in me that I didn't know. He's like, yo, DJing is cool, but you need to produce, you need to write, you know. So that's how I got started into like the production. And literally, they changed my life. Like, if I would have still been a DJ, just a DJ, I wouldn't be living the same life right now. So that helped me a lot grow in my career. As far as like, he would be like, oh, like, I have a studio session, come with me, you know? And you take me like to see Pharrell and shit. I was like, damn, like, Pharrell, like, man, at this point, I'm still like processing who these guys are, but they're like super legends. Jim Johnson, I went to a couple studios with him. Little John was part of that too. So like, he'll be like, hey, look, like, he's definitely a big mentor for me, like, that helped me out and put me on, and like, still to the day, we're family, you know, as my brother. But he gave me a big opportunity in Miami, and just in the music business. He taught me how the business worked, what to do and not what to do, you know what I'm saying? Obviously. Sí, estamos aquí. Oye, shout out to Volley. Thank you, Pip, for having us here. It's a blessing. So we need to have more drinks, Jessy. Let's go, babe. Another round of shots. Then we got another shot for Pit, though.
That was you that did that.
Get some more shots.
He was the shot guy. I was like, we
Yeah.
never did shots
Yeah.
before. I'm like, where these shots coming
But
from?
yeah, no, like, so a little bit of my story with Pit, like, I met him through my boy, another DJ.
Before we get to Pit,
okay.
so let's continue with so you're doing house parties.
Yeah, I'm doing house parties.
Okay.
I'm doing all ages parties at this point. They're
How
on
old
the
are
age.
you? How old are you?
I'm like 17 at this point.
17.
Like, I'm about to graduate high school because I came from Cuba. So they pushed me a year, because when they did the test, I passed it. Like the math test, not the English, because I had to learn English, but they put me in advance. So I graduated when I was 17. So I was like in high school, but I was still like.
But you're 17, spending at an all
yeah.
ages party, so the girls
all
are
ages parties.
17,
They're like 15, 14 at this point. Yeah, that, you know, the crowd always follows you like 2-3 years behind.
Yeah.
Then once the all ages party like were like the biggest in Miami, like, I could show you guys like flyers, how everything's saved from back in the day. Like, we do like Nocturnal, Space, Club Life. Like, we ran the biggest club, and then the night that they weren't closed, then we partner up with like a bunch of people from Miami, including myself as a DJ. I was a partner, because I used to throw my own parties at Salsa Lovers, which was a banquet hall. And then, bro, I would get there like 500 kids. So like, I had a lot of following. So when these people saw it, they're like, yo, we want to make you a partner in our bigger party so you could do the Latin room. So it was me and DJ Chronic, which is Flo Rida's DJ now. That's my dog.
Nice.
And then we'll be like, we do all the reggaeton. And IOP, back in the day, that's my dog too. So like, he was on that show, The Roof, remember? Like, back in the day. And Frankie Needles too. I mean, they all came to, bro. I remember Khaled. I mean, all the artists went through there, because that was a platform for the young kids to come perform. And then how we used to promote this party, there was no social media. So we used to print out Axis flyers in Miami Lakes, and he would make like 30,000 flyers. So in the morning, we'll go to all the high schools and we'll bomb that shit, because there was no cameras. Like, we blast that shit in the parking lot. Like, you know, back in the day, you get caught with that shit. Like, bro, you gotta do it. Yeah, like street team shit. Yes. So in the Grove too, like on those college nights, we used to pass out fly FIU, you know, like all like the. So then from the all ages party, they became the biggest things in Miami. including like big artists would like to go there because of the following that they have. We used to get like 3,000-4,000 kids in like a space.
But I think people don't understand that because back in those days, you had to put the real grind in.
Yeah,
you
you
went to
have
these
to.
places
No,
physically.
1,000.
Now some kid press a button, he thinks he's working
Yeah,
hard.
no, we had a street team. We used to have meetings at like Tropical Park with like 30 people, like everybody from different high school. Be like, listen, you got 200 pre-sales. Go sell this. Go sell that. Go, you know. That's how we used to do it back in the day.
The real hustle.
And yeah, that's how it was back then. Cause like now, it's like, oh, I got 10,000 followers. You press a button, but it's not gonna be the same reach. You know what I'm saying? Like it's different. And then from the salud. We're here.
Salute to
Latino Champs, baby.
Latino Champs,
Thanks
baby.
for having me, bro.
Yes.
We got a lot of crazy stories to talk about. So then once that thing became already like that, I was already like, you know, headlining those parties. It was obscene, ideal, doing the hip hop room back in the day, you know, like, and then me, Chronic, and then there was some house DJs doing like the electronic, because we do like 3 floors of space, and each floor will be like a different like music scene, you know what I mean? So we bring different crowds with different
Your
pools.
main music was reggaeton.
Yeah, that's what I started playing in all the parties, reggaeton. I didn't know really what open format was until later on. I got to the next level, which is, now I'm like, okay, all ages is cool, but like I'm already getting older, what we're gonna do? So then that same crowd, we took it to the college crowd, you know, because then we started doing a lot of stuff in Coconut Grove, which was like the main club for the college crowd back in the day. Apple Martini, Vision with Part 96. There was another spot called Life that was like, you know, like all the college. So that we kept evolving with that. Took over the college scene again with the same promotion team, everybody was just growing, you know? And nobody was really doing all ages no more. Those parties don't exist anymore, you know? Thank God it's not a lot of footage of the shit that went down. There was no cameras back then. Now we're here right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, now I'm sure somebody, when they see this interview, like, yo, hit me up. Listen, DM me if you got some of that footage, because there was some wild. We should do fun parties, bro. Crazy, imagine. And everybody underage was like, fuck it, including myself. So, hey.
I was just saying the other day, it was like, you know, I danced the other day, right? You know, I was with my girlfriend, and there was a song I love, and maybe I was feeling good, and we danced, right? And I said to myself,
It felt weird.
no, it felt amazing, and I was like, this shit doesn't happen
That's
anymore.
what I'm saying. It feel weird because it doesn't
I'm
happen.
like, yo, like what happened to the party,
Bro?
Like those were the times that don't exist no more.
I used to love playing.
DJing and people doing
That's it.
Yeah, so I'm like, what happened?
So that's like you going like, I mean, we talk about this all the time. I think social media is great, but it sucks in ways because people don't get to enjoy how they used to be, right? Like the events and especially nowadays when you go to concerts, people do this. They don't even like.
You know, but like I
Go
said,
crazy.
just you talking about your story.
Yeah.
I'm envisioning it.
Yeah,
and I'm
yeah.
seeing, and I remember that. That was it.
Yeah,
that's why
man.
you're such a rock star.
Yeah, no,
because
thank you. I
because you
appreciate
live
it.
that.
Yeah,
you live that.
No, I
man.
live that. I think I put in the grind, the work, and obviously the time in order to like grow and like develop my music stuff. And then it's been a blessing. It's been a crazy journey. Then from the college party, we went to now I'm like, damn, I really need to go to like, so Irie, DJ Irie, shout out to my dog Irie, is my brother. Mr. Mauricio too is my boy too, you know, like the Miami legend DJs from Miami. Irie gave me a big opportunity because he seen me what I was doing in the college parties and stuff, and my hustle and my grind. Pete introduced me to Irie at an event, and then he's like, yo, I have this artist relation like company that books DJs. So I did a management deal with him for 2 years.
Okay.
So he got me into the Opium Group, which is like, you know, back in the day, Mansion, Louis, Mokai, you know, shout out to Roman too. He always shows love.
Yes,
Roman
yes,
Jones, you know, he's a legend.
yes,
Everybody knows him.
Yes.
So I used to open for Irie in like all those parties, and then he put me at Philippe Chow too with Michelle Puch and Tommy Puch. Remember, like
I know
they had
that.
a big party there, bro. That's the first time I seen like Kim Kardashian, and I was like, what the fuck going on here? I'm DJing this shit, you know, like, because they had a really strong dinner party on like Thursday nights, I think it was. But besides that, Irie gave me a big opportunity, and then when he was out of town, you know, like in Vegas doing his thing, you know, Irie's like a super like global DJ. I would cover for him, so when they saw what I could do, they'll be like, okay, now they started giving me like my own like headlining time as an open format DJ. But I definitely started playing reggaeton. That was the first thing I did. Like, bro, I remember 2004, 2005, those reggaeton records have that energy, you know, like Don Omar, Wisin y Yandel, Rakata, like Gasolina, Lo que pasó, pasó, all on records, you know. And that's how I became then I started doing like a lot of the clubs. So it got to a point, but everything's going on with my music. I still got like 7 jobs on the side, like hustling. Yeah, because I ain't really making money. You know, I'm like, nigga, promoters telling me like, nah, you ain't getting paid tonight. I'm like, fuck it, dog, I'll DJ for free. You know, you got to. Right at that time, you know. And then my good boy Nelson, which is here too. He's a legend too in Miami. He always put me down for like the big Latin clubs because I never want to leave the Latin behind. I was still doing the beach, which is open format, but I was like, nah, but I gotta do like bongos, you know, like
Bongo
he had
is legendary.
La Bodeguita Medio Club Play, you know what I'm saying? Like, so my boy Nelson was running those clubs, so I'll do like one of the Latin nights, and then obviously there's more like top 40 open format nights than just like a Latin night. So I'll be all over the place, and then I worked at Winn-Dixie, Arby's, at the flea market, bro, selling purses. Bro, I did everything until I was able to really like just like. And Pitt told me this, like, to be honest, he's like, look, it's cool that you're doing all that shit, but like, if you really want to do this music shit, you gotta focus like 100%. But you're gonna know when the time is right. And at the time that I left, I had a good job at a hospital for like 2.5 years. I worked on that, and then he's like, bro, there's an opportunity right now for you to come on the road. Me and him, I already had a relationship. I already done like events for him, but I wasn't like official DJ for Pitbull. And then there was an opportunity that the DJ that was there is not doing it no more. So that's when I said, okay, now it's time. You know, I already had a little bit of money saved up. I had a crazy girlfriend at the time. Fuck it, I left that chick. I mean, it is what it is, right? I moved down. I was like, fuck it, bro. It is. I had like 20 G saved up. I'm gonna say that number. 20,000. I was like,
little money.
Back in the day, rent was like $1,200. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, at least I could maintain myself for a year. I'm gonna see what happens here, bro.
No, that's beautiful.
So then I took the ride, and it's been a blessing since. And then, you know, like,
And the ride is to be Pitbull's DJ on tour.
yeah. So that's when I got the opportunity to really start traveling, and that's when I met Pitt. I met Pitt, my bad. I met Pitt before, when Pitt gave me the opportunity to be on the road with him, to be his official like tour DJ, like to play for him live on shows, like with the band, and you know, like he was already doing his thing. This is like 2011 is when I joined, which is his first world tour, Planet Pitt, like that he really went, because he was doing his thing until like 2008, 2009. But we used to play basketball all the time. So I'm doing my thing, you know, as a DJ. At the time, obviously, everybody knows this. Pitt went through the TVT story. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was jammed up. A lot of people turned his back on him. You know what I'm saying? But at the time, he was just my dog. Like, I met him, like, on some, like, that's my dog. It might be an opportunity, you know what I'm saying?
But just to, like, try to understand the moment.
Yeah.
What songs did he have out at this point?
Culo,
Yeah,
for
Culo.
sure. He had the first album out, Miami album out.
Okay.
He was working on a Mariel album. That's when I met him.
Okay.
Like around that time.
So
he was
Culo
still
was
heavy on the
popping,
mix.
though.
Yeah,
Culo
Culo was
was
popping.
popping.
Mixtape records were popping, like Welcome to Miami.
He had the
flipped
cornrows. Do you have the cornrows?
No, he already had a fade.
Okay.
He already had a fade, yeah.
Did he do Toma yet?
Yeah, he did Toma. Like, he did a lot of like those like local big records. But he hadn't done like the global records yet. You know what I'm saying? As far as like a Crazy, I Know You Want Me, the anthem, like
So
that.
that was all TVT.
No, TVT was before Shake, you know, like with Little John, like all of that. That was like the urban movement.
But that's what I'm saying. Toma was TVT.
Yeah, around that time.
No, because that's when I met him.
Yeah. Around Toma, which they shot the video in.
Yeah, I did that video. Yeah,
hey, congrats.
That's
the best video, bro. You know, around that time with John that they do like the Scarface scene. I love that video. I always wanted to remake that. That was a privé, right?
Yeah.
So one thing that Pete always tell me is like, yo, we outside, we partying, but we gotta go check out DJs to get our records played. You know what I'm saying? Like, gracias, mi amor. ¿Me puedes dar un limoncito también? Gracias. So that's one thing that he put me on, like how to work records. Remember, like we go back to back in the day, there was like you only got the radio station, the live broadcast, and the DJ in the club, because that's the reach, or the emails. But like,
but let's talk about Latinos in that moment.
Yeah.
Pitbull got Culo out and a bunch
Yeah.
of records storm out. Who else is popping? Any other Latino rappers?
Don Dinero was popping.
Don
Don
Dinero's
Dinero was
Shout out to
popping.
Don
Back in
Dinero.
the, yeah, shout out to Don
Shout out to
Dinero.
the
La
Don.
Habana record. Remember that record was huge.
Yeah. But in terms of like the hip hop scene or the music scene for
Fat
Latinos,
Joe
in
always
Miami-
been popping.
But I'm
Always
talking
been
about
at that
Miami.
time.
Miami. Yo,
Miami,
shout
there
out
was,
to Fat
there
Joe.
was a
We love
rapper
Fat
named
Joe.
Garcia that was popping too. He does music videos nowadays too. Garcia, he's an up and
I
coming
know
rapper.
Garcia.
Yeah, he's fire.
He directs.
Him, I mean, Cuba was an artist that worked with Pitt at that time too. He sang too. He was trying to do his thing. I mean, you got Briscoe, Flo Rida, Rick Ross, bro, Po' Boy. You know the whole Po' Boy movement. Like we used to go there, hang out there. When there was like, I mean, always Trick Daddy. He was already doing his thing. Trina, that was like the only movement that was
But
big.
on
And
the
Pitt was
Latin
one
side.
on the Latin side. There wasn't
Was
a lot
it a
of
big
people.
movement or there wasn't?
No,
I mean,
I think
hip hop
that
never really had
yeah,
such
yeah.
a huge movement.
I mean, obviously you always got like the Crazy Hood. They had a couple people back in the day, you know, like he a fan on them. They had a big
Oh, yeah,
mixtape gang back in the day. I remember because we used to do Calle Ocho, a lot of Calle Ocho, so that's where a lot of people met to perform in the stages. But I'm saying like you know, like I'm kind of like picturing. Remember, I was young. I was like the young kid watching all this shit go around. Pete is already like, he knows what he wants. He's already like an up and coming rapper doing the thing. Then you got obviously Big Teach that helped a lot
shout out to
with
Teach and Purple.
Teach and
shout out-
Purple,
yes,
but
yes.
Teach he had a big street team, you know, like they used to rap up his and the crunk shit, you know, like that was back in the day. That's the only way you could see the cars, you know, like they used to pull up to the all ages with the, be like, yo, bring the truck out, you know, they give merch out and shit, you know, like kids love that shit, you know. So that was like, but there wasn't a lot of reggaeton artists from Miami that I can recall at that time. I think the only one that had like that flavor was Pete doing the hip hop and doing the Latino to a certain extent. You know what I'm saying? Like obviously you're always gonna have your up and coming and stuff, but the one that was really making noise, and that's why like I always heard the name of Pitbull because of the mixtapes he would do, and obviously from the barbershop, and it was just like, bro, we in the hood chilling, you know, like Westchester, West Miami. Oh, it's my dog. He raps, you know, like it was one of those, like, but he was like already like doing big moves since early days. You know what I mean?
People always say that the women love the DJ. Is that true?
Yeah, that's for sure. And the DJs love the woman too, right? Nah, I've been blessed, you know. I've been blessed. I've been blessed in my life because if you know me, you know what's up. Like, hey, shout out to all my girls out there, you know, I love you guys. No, but you know how it is. It's like, it's funny because, you know, girls are like, they always come take requests. And I used to DJ. Nah, I'll tell you a funny story because
What kind of
there was
request?
another person that gave me a lot of opportunity when I was coming up, that I was already doing my college parties and stuff, which is there was a big club called Metropolis back in the day. They have 5 rooms, and his name is Manny. I think he rest in peace. He passed. He was like a street motherfucker,
Oh,
gangster
Mad
and
Dog.
shit. Like he used to own Metropolis,
Oh, okay.
the club
Okay,
in Miami.
okay.
But that was the first club when he opened in downtown. It's right by 11, right by in the street, you know, on 2nd Street.
Next to Space.
Yeah, right next to Space, right around there. It was a huge building. So that was the first building that they made 5 clubs into one. So kind of the same concept that we used to do with the all ages in different rooms. He made like a huge thing, so you can go to listen to house music, reggae, hip hop, and dance. So he put all of that together in one. When that club opened up, he shut down the beach. He shut down. Everybody will go there for like 1 year. So I was a resident there, and it's funny because in that DJ booth, a lot of shit went down.
Oh Lord, he said in the DJ booth.
Because the DJ booth was big, and it was like, it had like stairs and shit.
Nah.
Nah, it's like an apartment, nigga. What the fuck? I come from Cuba.
Not
I'm straight on this shit.
not being a DJ. It's at
Yeah,
the booth.
but it's funny because we still had to go there, set up. Like, that's why a lot of DJs, that they don't understand. A lot of people, like, we're talking about the grind. They see us now. Thank God we're doing what we're doing, and it's a blessing that life and God has given opportunities to do, you know, music, and we have had success. But bro, we used to go carry our own fucking shit, connect this shit, wait till everybody get in the club, play a mix. You know, like now people want this shit like fast. Like, and we always talk about this with Pete. Instagram, like people want this shit like, oh, it has to happen right now. I'm like, bro, like, there's no way. Like, you can have these stories and, like, you know, go back and listen to. I just turned 40, though. It was my birthday like 2 days ago.
Nice.
Happy
Happy
birthday.
birthday.
Happy
Come on,
birthday.
Granny.
Salute, salute, salute.
I know we look like 40, but we look like we're 20.
You look good, my brother.
Thank you, bro. No, I'm happy. You know, I'm in a good space in my head, and I'm single, which is better.
Ooh, you hear that? You hear that?
So the girls love the DJ.
Yeah.
Now you go on tour with Pip for the first time.
Yeah.
Do the girls love the DJ more on this tour?
Definitely more. Now they love the DJs worldwide.
Worldwide.
Now, talk to me about the first tour. Like, was there something that, like, what's the craziest shit?
It was shocking. It was shocking for me. Like, I mean, first of all, I never been in so many planes and so many hotel rooms to start off with. But because Pete always had the vision, because we used to play ball when he was going through his situation at TVT, and he's like, don't watch me, I'm gonna take over the world. I'm gonna take over the world. He there was no way that he couldn't done it, because he always had that mindset. You know what I'm saying? And he was jammed up. I mean, I didn't even know. Later we spoke about this, with the shit that he was going through at the time with like crazy attorneys, and you know, like these guys, they're powerful in the music industry. So you're an artist, they look at you like you're just another fucking person. If you got a hit, cool. Now we don't give a fuck about you. And then when that went down, a lot of people turned Pitts back on him. They're like, oh, this done, like that's it, he ain't gonna do shit, you know that? So then we stick together more on that time. That's why we still got the relationship now. There was only a few of us that stick together. It wasn't a lot of people. Because a lot of people is just like, whatever, they're just writing, you know how it is. So then come on tour with me. But my first show I remember was Bud Light Super Bowl event. I was tripping out, like private party for Super Bowl in New Orleans. I remember like 2011. I don't know who was playing. Definitely I fucked up in the show. Like, no way, like I was so nervous, bro. Imagine, this is the first time I'm like, one thing is for me to DJ because that's what I do. But now I'm like following the band. I never been in a band. You know, I gotta follow. There's no like the stuff that we use nowadays more digital. We had to like go live with the clicks. Counting, you know, I'm like, these are musicians. I'm like, I get thrown in this shit. He's like, nah, don't worry, nigga, you're gonna be straight. He's a set list. I'm like, fuck, like, what the fuck? Like, whatever. But we had a good show. Eventually, I fucked up here and there. We went to the restaurant, like, yo, my bad. He's like, nigga, don't worry. If you didn't fuck up, I know you're gonna be straight. Like, if you fuck up, you're gonna be all right. You know what I'm saying? Like, so then we did that show, and then it becomes now like the world tour. Like, and then we go, like, literally, we was gone like 300 dates, bro. Like, crazy. Like there's 365 days in a year, right? 300 days, we're like gone. Like, but we like maybe one day here, but like went all around the world.
How old are you in this first
22.
22.
22, bro.
What was the first stadium you did?
Well, at the time that we were we were doing more arenas, because we started doing more arenas. Okay. But I remember, I really can't remember the shit, but I do remember some big stadiums when we done like Wembley in like London. That was impressive, you know what I'm saying? Like we did Morocco, we did like 100,000 people in Morocco. Wow. Like you couldn't see the end of the people. It was crazy. Please are different animals.
Cubans in Morocco, let's go.
Yeah, and then but this shit happened so fast. I mean, we're talking about 20 years later, right? Like, wow. It's just like, and then like. And at this time, Pit's telling me, "Oi, you gotta produce, write music, boom, connect with this motherfucker." Right? Put me on records that I was like just helping him with like an idea. He's like, "Oh, I'm gonna give you publishing on this shit." Publishing? What the fuck is publishing? No, I don't know what you know what I'm saying? Like he could have easily snatched my shit, but he's like, "Nah, I want you to build your shit, do your shit." You know, Pit's good with business. Wow. He's loyal, like.
Shout out to Pip. Shout out to Pip.
Shout out to Pip because shout out to Pip. Let's take a shot. Let's take a shot for Pip. This is Latino Champs drinking, right?
You know what's interesting is that I was vibing with your Spotify link, and I was rocking the music while I was driving over here.
I appreciate it.
And
man.
I was like, man, the one thing I thought right away, I was like, them publishing checks must be nice. That's the first thing I said.
Really
That's
nice.
why he says the most winning.
Yeah. I feel like the most winning came out actually in the Dominican Republic. You guys are Dominican. Yeah. So shout out to Casa Campo, shout out to Alex Lima, my brother over there, you know, Alejandro. Yeah. So from the parties over there and everything that was going on over there, we're like, fuck it, this is winning. And we're like, nah, this is the most winning.
That's his thing, the most winning. I love that.
Yeah, no, it's just I feel like I put it in my mindset, like a positive message out there to put it in the music, because I like to make music that make people feel good and make people happy. Because I feel like it's an energy, and if you talk about certain things in music, you know, music is powerful. It could bring a lot of the energy around. And you guys been around the biggest of the biggest hip-hop guys and everything. Once you talk about that shit, you're going to run into that shit, you know? So, like, I'm like, bro, I like to party and hang out with girls.
Let's go back to the girl thing because
Okay. You like the girl thing.
I love the girl
Remember,
thing.
we got that thing coming up.
Yeah.
We're not gonna say it right now, but it's gonna be part of the champion. The champion.
Mr. Lee's already part of that. He's already got that second that new the spin-off going.
You already know. You already know about it.
He got excited.
But some artists have told
Yeah.
me they were like, because a lot of them go on tour like you were 22.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So a lot of them go on their first tour, they're 20, 21.
Of course.
It's like they're fucking, young.
Wilding, yeah.
And they say that first tour, they just ran through everything. I'm not saying you did.
No, I did. I did.
But they say the second tour, they're more selective.
No, the thing is that I'm gonna tell you something. I'm selected now, but I ain't gonna say something now. And whoever's been on tour knows this, and that's why like a lot of motherfuckers be in the 305, been all around the world. They're nothing like Miami bitches, though. Miami got the best bitches all day. Them I love Miami,
really,
and Miami loves me, bro.
So you know what?
Bro, all around the world.
So that's what you're saying.
1000%.
Miami's number one.
Because
Really?
you got every culture here.
Yeah.
Really? That's how New Yorkers feel. I feel
Nah.
like
No,
New York.
New York got some
New York
bad bitches, but
got-
they're all wearing coats and shit. I can't see shit. They're like, damn. I mean, when she take it off, I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, oh, you don't know what you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, but because it's cold over there. But here,
said the
bro,
young girls wearing coats.
yeah, of course. But I'm saying, like, all around the world, period. Like, I've been all around the world. Like, when you get
Shout out to that, man.
Yeah, 305.
Shout out to that.
Shout out to the babies from the 305.
Around the world.
100%. Like,
Who surprised you the most when you were on tour? That you got to some city you never even thought you would ever go, and you were like, the girls in here are incredible.
Canada was crazy.
Canada.
I went to Canada. They
Yes,
love to
yes,
party.
yes,
I
yes.
like Canada. And remember, back in the day, we don't do this anymore because now I'm traveling in a different. We pay more on the plane because we're doing so much music together. But before, I would be on a tour bus. And then back in the day, there was no social media, nothing. Now you can't really do a party because everything now is a problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, they gotta sign NDAs and shit. Like nah. Like, but before it would be like like Pete wasn't on these parties because we'll be the band. But my boy, we all wore black, and he wore this silver suit, right? One of my dogs from tour.
Oh wow.
And then after the show, that's the nigga that got recognized the most because he had the crazy suit. So I'll be like, yo, you go pick the girls up and bring them back to the party. So then but back in the day, we used to bring girls back to the tour bus. You know how it is, bro. Party and get down, and it is what it is. Like the rest, we keep it to the spin off.
We're gonna do this shot
Salud,
with
boy.
Pit.
Salud. Thank you for having us.
For real.
Shout out to Bolly too. Shout out to Bolly.
So, because you said Pitt told you should start producing, right? So now, what does that mean, and how do you do it? What does that mean? Okay,
Yeah, I mean,
you should start produce. So how do you do that? And then we could talk about the hits that you did.
Of course. So basically, I'm not a musician. I never studied music, right? But I feel like I have an ear to a certain extent because first of all, I know how to dance salsa. A lot of motherfuckers don't.
Okay.
So like you gotta have a little bit in you. I feel like I catch you when you dance. You got a little bit of music in you, right? And then, but it was just learning the soft words. Like I started putting records together. He taught me how to arrange music. So he would get with me and be like, oh look, this is the chorus, this is the thing. Like a lot of one-on-one. And then by being around these monster producers, he'll be like, look, pick up what they're saying, how they pitch me the records, how do they do this stuff. Like there's so many,
Too many levels.
it's like I could speak about this for 5 hours, but the fact that he pushed me to become a producer, and he's like, oh, you might not know music, but look, you're around these musicians. Use the keyboard player, use the bass player to lay down shit for you, whatever vision ideas you have. Man, back in the day, there was no splice, no shit. You gotta put in that work. So then I got with my boy Georgie, which is a Pitts keyboard player. And then me and him click because he's Cuban and he has an amazing story too. Shout out to Georgie. We did a lot of records together too. And we still work together. I just went more on my artist stuff now, but he's family. We still do records together. he and me got together, so we became like people call us like the new Neptunes, you know, like on the Spanish
nice,
shit, you know,
nice,
like
nice,
Pharrell
nice.
and Chaz. So like I will be more like the Pharrell, like the ear, you know, like the more artist, and he'll be more behind the scene helping me with the keyboard. So I learned now this when I start learning more like music theory, chords, you know, stuff like that. So we just start bringing ideas to Pete. He'll be like, oh, flip this record, you know. I'll be like, okay, cool. But that nigga's like, it ain't it. Keep coming back. You know what I'm saying? This shit sounds horrible. That's how it is. No, I mean it is what it is though. Like you gotta respect that. And I'll be like, damn, but like this shit sound like this shit. Like no, it don't. You know. So then obviously YouTube came, the picture tutorials. So I just started like becoming more involved. And he'll always be like say that DJs have a great ear for A&R because we're in the club. So we see
100%.
what's popping and jumping.
100%.
So he always be like, hey, what's the shit that's happening in the club? Let me know if when you play this record, people react this. That's how we snatched our hotel room service. We was in the club. I think it was Cameo. I think somebody played it. Tan, 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 tan. People like, please, like, we gotta do a record with that shit. Let's go to the studio tomorrow. Jim Johnson, chop it up. I chopped the vocals. I mean, the horns, my bad. And I took the vocals to Jim. We went to the studio, Stefano's on 50-something on Biscayne, a beautiful studio. I had never been in an SSL room. I'm like, fuck, this shit's crazy, you know? And then I brought Jim the beat, I mean, the idea. Jim put it on the MPC, and he had a bunch of shit going on. And Pete's like, nah. The horns and the 808 and the cloud, though, and the hi-hat. That's all we need. Boom, hotel, he already, bro. Pete's a genius when it comes to that, you know? Like, that motherfucker loves to party and shit, but when it comes down to work, and I have the advantage of record with him many years.
So you did.
I don't know how
record?
he puts that shit together in a way that people like, nah, it ain't gonna, but it works for him, you know? It's a blessing that he has.
So you did that record?
No, I didn't do the record. I helped on that record, but that was my first steps of like chopping like a record. Like I understand, oh, we could take this and make this, you know? So the vision started coming to life through my producer that I was working with as well. Then he booked a room for us at Circle House for like 6 years. Shout out to Circle House, you know, everybody, BB and the fam, and Lunch Money, everybody.
Booked a room for 6 years. What does
No,
that
I'm saying
mean?
like we didn't own our own studios, so he put me there in a room.
6 years.
Yeah, I mean it took us like 5-6 years to be there because we were working on music for him, but it was like 5-6 years period. But there I learned a lot too with engineering, you know, like it's just like being around it. You
So
guys
what's
gotta
the
put in
first
the work.
record you produced?
Well, the first record I wrote with him that was a big hit was "Don't Start the Party."
Nice.
Obviously, hello. No,
Shout out.
it was just like we was clowning on I say like on a plane ride, and then we came like, oh, que no pare la fiesta, que no. We were just jamming to this TJR beat, and Pete's like, I like that. Oh, record it. We always do voice notes, right? And then he's like, don't start the party, but we just left it there like a party. He laid it down. Then we was on tour. He's like, oh, help me arrange it. Do the prrrr, I want that B-roll, every pre-hook. Like, he put me on. I'm like, because I knew how to edit. Like, I was already, like, in training for that. Then, boom, he's like, oh, I'm going to give you 2.5% or 5% of this record. I'm like, nah, you don't got to give me shit, nigga. Don't worry about it. Like, you my dog. Like, nah. He's like, nigga, trust me. This shit going to change your life. Like, nah, bro, you straight. Like,
Wow.
Bro.
Wow.
6 months later, that shit said, the Minions started singing, don't start their party. I got to check. I'm like, yo, bet that up.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy. So that was my first break as like that I seen what I could do if I put something on music, because before that we did thousands of beats, but nothing happened. And that's when he taught me too. He's like, listen, don't bring me beats, bring me records. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's an idea, I don't care. Like beats, anybody can make beats. I mean, not everybody, but like, you know what I mean? Like beats is easy. I need records. Give me ideas. Give me, so like he always push me. So now when I play him certain records, I'm like, yo, here's a record with this motherfucker already on it. All you gotta do is rap on this shit. But that's the training that I had.
Wow.
And a lot of people still send those records, beats, because I'm involved with a lot of producers. And to young producers out there that are coming up, I want to say, like, bro, you could do it. If you made a beat, you can make a record. Especially nowadays with AI technology, bro, you can make a record soon as crazy. That shit is stupid. Like, you can make records with anything nowadays, you know? So, like, back in the day, but he always pushed me to do that. That's how I became like, okay, now I'm just not a DJ. Now I'm a music producer. Now when I got that, now I'm a songwriter. You know, you start getting all these credits. You, like, BMI, ASCAP, the register. Like, oh, shit, like, this is happening, like, to a certain extent. So that's how I got my foot in the door. And then, obviously, thanks to Pete, that's my brother, my mentor, I was able to work on the album, Dali, which was like, what we're going to name the album? we're like, fuck it, dale, nigga. That's the shit you say, right? like, fuck it, dale. And we won an American Grammy with that album, bro.
Woo!
Which is
Yeah!
Shout out to that.
Come on!
I don't be talking about bragging about that shit because the Grammy, I got that shit at the crib getting dust, but it was like a graduation gift for
That's
us
beautiful. That's
to be
incredible.
able to win a Grammy
Incredible.
after all the journey.
Yes.
Okay, now now we know how to do it. Now we gotta keep doing it, you know. And then on that album we had a Taxi, which is I'm on
Yes,
that record
yes.
as well, which is shout out to Omani Garcia and Sensato El Patio.
Sensato,
yes.
That record,
Sensato.
Sensato's our brother, you know, like what I got Tapito's Berry, you know. Like, a lot of records.
You know,
You know, we always say,
Alex
why the pussy gotta be so hairy? What? It's clowning.
Alex Sensation was here. He was telling a story.
We love
about,
Alex too, yeah.
Yeah, about how Pitt brought him the Taxi.
And it's
record.
funny because Pitt told Alex, bro, do records. You an artist.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
people,
yeah.
like he gave him one of his first records with Sensato.
Yeah.
Which we flipped Chechevereche, one of those old like Gustavo Lima records.
Yes,
but
yes,
he
he
told
told the
him,
story.
fuck that. You are biggest Latin artist. Like you should be putting out records. Like that's what he told me too. That's my next step for me. That's why I'm like, hey, do it. And we are, if you think about it, there's not a lot of producers in the Latin world that do what I do, and like there's a couple that do it, but like I have the vision of the American, like you know, like the Kanye's, the Dr. Dre's, you know, like the Pharrell's, like you could be the DJ to a producer, Will I Am, you know what I'm saying, like, and then become and make records, but also make records as an artist because we have so much music, and that's just gonna stay there, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather put it out. If it's good, I put it out. You know what I'm saying?
So then you transition and you want to put your own records out. So what's your...
Then the first record, Ay Mi Dios, which is not a bad one to start with, right? Like, I already had a lot of records that I had done with Pete and everything. So my boy Nelson again comes back to the picture. I wish I could bring him in the podcast.
Where's
You gotta give that
Nelson? He's
motherfucker
still
a
here.
shout
He
out.
left. He left.
He gonna come, he'll be around. So whatever. So he bring me this artist. I'm already like dealing with like up and coming artists coming from Cuba because the fact that they're already making their way up to the States and they're already making a buzz in Miami. So Chacal is like a bad motherfucker. This guy is like amazing. I love that guy. He brings him to Circle House. I'm working with Develop at the time. You know, Develop is my dog too from New York. Shout out to Develop. And Develop's he's an amazing producer, like hip hop, but he want to tap into the Latin market. So he's like, yo, you know, he already worked with Pete through Red One. So he's like, I'm in Miami, let's link up. I'm like, yo, pull up to the studio, you know, like let's see what we could cook. Chacal pulls up that day and he tells me, bro, I got this song that I've sing to my mom for 12 years, but I never recorded. Una bachata, me dice.
Really?
And I'm like, fuck it, you know, like we already finished the session. You know, like, the nigga sing that shit. Bro, I put him on this, he sang that shit a cappella from the top to the bottom. Quizás se lo olvidó, que lo de la tiene chana. You know, everybody know the record, right? Ay, mi Dios. That, it was up to there. But I was like, I got what I need, you know? But I'm like, bro, I don't know about bachata, you know, because nosotros no somos Romeo Santos, ¿entiendes? Like, we need to go urban with this shit, you know? Like, so that's how the tumbao came. Then Georgie played the piano. Bro, it worked out.
Then Yandel.
No, Yandel happened later. So I get this record from Chacal. I'm already doing a gang of records with Chacal. I'm like, he's the hottest up and coming. So we doing this shit. So Chacal leaves the studio up. I get the record and I have it in my phone. I play it for Pete. I'm like, oh, that's just jamming, whatever, you know, like another record, whatever. I go to New York with Pete and Yandel. I already worked in the Dale album with Yandel. We developed No Puedo Más, an 80s record that we flipped on that album. So I already had the plug to Yandel and Andy. And
Yeah,
Yandel has
shout
always
out to
been
Andy.
solid. Oh, thank you, Yandel, bro. That motherfucker, like, tú sabes que no hay gente como él. It's one of a kind. Yandel is a bad motherfucker. And Wisin too. Like, I love those motherfuckers. But Yandel, me and him had more fun because we work more together. So I go to a club in New York. The DJ Low was performing.
Lobo.
For Miller Lite or some shit. It's like one of those radio SBS shows, you know, like that they do, that they close out a club and Yandel is performing. So I'm there backstage, Yandel invites me to a show, and the shit is like, he's playing all that shit, and we like a little room, doom, doom, and I got the record here. I'm like, I gotta play shit to this nigga. Like, what the, I don't know, bro. Yeah, hustling, no.
Still hustling.
I'm like, no, and I was already on tour, but I'm like, nah, but I want to get this record. Like, I think Yandel will kill this shit, right? Because, I don't know, it happened, right? So I tell Yandel, oye, coño, disculpa la molestia, vamos una foto, porque tengo una canción aquí, bro, and he's like, pónmela, you know? Like, you know, Yandel, he got a good ear, too, that motherfucker. He listens to the song like that, he's like,
Ay, mi Dios.
He goes, papi, cuando yo regrese en 2 días a Miami, yo voy a bajar para Miami para grabar la canción. Y yo le digo, okay, bueno, the nigga ain't gonna do that shit, you know what I'm saying? He's just like, whatever. I mean, yo no tengo la conexión así con Yandel. It's just like the first time that I really hung out with him backstage. 2 days passed, Andy's calling me, oh, we're on the way to Miami, set up the studio. I'm like, oh shit, this shit's happening. I'm gonna give you guys a picture later, so if you want to put it on the screen over there, of that session that day. Estaba Tiny, Jay Cortez, Chamaquito, nadie lo conocía en ese tiempo. You know, like all like the clique that we hang around Yandel. Estaba Fuego también ahí, shout out to Fuego. El Chacal, shout out Body, my dog Body, you know Body.
Yeah.
He was helping Chacal at that time. Nelson was there too. So then he comes to the studio, he lays down the record, right? I'm like, oh shit, now Yandel is on the record, right? Shit. I go back to Pete. And then I'm like, bro, I got Yandel on the record. He's like, oh, shit, it's lit. I'm like, I'm going to jump on that shit. No, but obviously we produced a little more, the whole shit. And then he's like, that's going to be your first single as an artist. And I'm like, hey, whatever. I'm just here. Like, if you want to take it, like, but he's the one that really, like, took that step. I'm like, but I told him, bro, Chacal is on the record. Let me leave that nigga out. Let me get that nigga on a verse, you know, so he get a look. Like, Chacal was with it. He's like, bro, that nigga wrote a verse in 5 seconds. He's a beast. Boom. Laid down the record, boom, put the record together. We put out the record, right? With the music video. Boom. Nothing's really happening with the record, bro. Like 3 months passed by. AJ from Spotify, well, he used to work at Spotify. My dog too. I'm in New York and he's like, oh, I think you should come to the Spotify office. Spotify is brand new. It's like 2016. Yeah. I'm like, fuck it, whatever. Like, I don't even know what Spotify is.
That's
like, Rocio, she was the main, and AJ will work with her.
Before
I love Rocio. Shout out to her. I love her. Yeah, she's the shit. Great. So we go back there, and he brings me to a building at Spotify. You know, I'm just like, he's like, nigga, your record's doing this. I'm like, okay, cool. I don't know what the fuck is going on. He's doing like 2 million streams a week. But the shit like took off. Like, it was great. Like, bro, like 6 months later, the record went poof, crazy. I'm like, can I get on a playlist on Spotify right now, motherfucker? No, but that's how the story happened. Amazing story. And it was amazing because it was the first time that I put out a record as an artist. Bro, I was with J Balvin, Camila Cabello, Fifth Harmony at the time. Bro, nominated for American Music Award, Best Artist of the Year, CNCO. The only Latinos in the early iHeart, which Enrique Santos was there. Shout out to Enrique Santos too. I was in the table, and Balvin was popping at that time, and I was there like, yo, I'm nominated too, dog. What they do? Nah, but I'm saying, like, bro, it's a blessing that one record like that changes your whole life. And then from there, I'm like, okay, now what's the next step? Then I started cutting records, you know, doing stuff, but like I still produce and put my name on stuff. But I'm like, why can't I put my voice on shit? Like, I don't sound that bad. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's
so
it's
not
record.
Being scared, I think, of the growth, you know what I'm saying? And the failure too, because you're gonna fail. Like, it is what it is.
What does Pitt say on that record? He was like, I'm not worried about hell. What does he say?
No, that's Tentamos Bien.
Oh shit, yeah.
That's the other one I did. That's a recent one, this album.
Oh yes.
Ay, Mi Dios was the old one.
Yeah.
But then, obviously, me and Pip been collaborating for so many years, and we have so many records together. I'm like, bro, let's just do a project. You know what I'm saying? Like, together. Because in the last album that I put out, I had a single with him called Discoteca, and it went platinum in the US. So I'm like, I feel like people see me for this. Because I tried a little bit of everything, but the one that sticked out was that one. I'm like, I'm going to focus on Underdogs, which is mainly up-tempo, you know, like the party shit that people love us for that. And then...
Now, you're giving me too many shots, because the quote on that one was the one about the grass.
Yeah, that's the one. The grass always look green on the other side till you get to the other. That's the line on that record. That's true, right?
They said Chino's giving us too much shots. So
but estamos bien. Obviously, it came after with Enrique, and thank you to Enrique.
Yes. Too, like, you got this record with Enrique. But you know what? Because it's like a God quote, and this is like Dios. I got, you know.
Thinking
too many goalie shots. That's what happens.
Yeah. So think about God quotes and this and that. Let's talk about the Pepas record.
Going back to...
Let's talk about that.
And thank you to Farruko for always giving me opportunity. I know Farruko for back in the day because a person that worked with him for many years went to school with me, Frank. Everybody knows Frank Miami, you know? Like, he was...
so you went to school with Frank?
Yeah, South Miami.
Okay.
That motherfucker's a goon. That's my dog. Me too. No, that's my dog. Ask him. He knows.
Frank a goon? No way.
Bro, street shit. He used to hang out with crazy motherfuckers. Gold teeth, pockets out. But I was always the DJ. I was cool with everybody. You know, I was in the street, but not too deep. But all them motherfuckers were lit. But they were like... Hondureño, no, we had the Cuban clique, they had the South American nigga. So I know him from high school, and then he always tell me, yo, I got this kid from Puerto Rico, I got this people from Farruko. He always tell me about it because he knew I was kind of in the music, but I wasn't really focused on doing that. I was just like DJing, doing my shit. So it got to a point that obviously Farruko did what he did, moved to Miami, which at his early stages on Manny Garcia, a lot of the Cubaton guys, they showed him love. And Charo Towers, which is main producer, a Cuban nigga, lived in Hialeah. We used to go record at his studio in Hialeah.
Charo Towers.
That's my dog. Shout out to Charo. Entonces, that's how I met Farru through like the whole like Miami scene, you know, but he was still coming up. I have a friend in common with P. His name is White Star. He's a songwriter.
I know,
that's my
White
dog.
Star too.
Yeah, he's a legend too.
Shout out to White Star.
Yeah, shout out to White Star. And then him, P used to give him CDs back in the 12th Street on Fate Master back in the day on the haircut days. So Little White, that's why they call him Little White. He used to rap. Thank you. We're gonna show this right now. And then so Little White will rap. So then in our writers camp in Circle House, P's like he tells me, yo, you should get with White because that nigga's writing. He's my dog, but I already knew White from the party, but we weren't really down like that. I was just like getting in, like, oh, yeah, doing your thing, you know, like an up and coming rapper. So then we really got together when P really connected, which is another connect that P made. And then he's like, nigga, I've been doing the Farruko shit for like the past 3 years. All this shit, you know what I'm saying? Like helping him with the writing. I'm in Carbon Fire, the whole shit. I'm like, oh shit, that worked. So then I got even closer to Farruko through White. And then one night, we're outside, you know what I'm saying, in Miami. We're bitches.
No. Bitches?
And hookahs. You know?
No way. You?
So we outside, and then...
Somehow your story always got bitches and hookahs.
No, they're always. Most of them. So that's how the record started. So Farruko is working on La Uno. I mean, I already have worked with Farruko on previous album. I worked on Visionary. I had a record with Pit, which that album won a Grammy as well.
Yes.
Me and Farruko were always connected. You know, I love Farruko. He's a super humble person.
I did
Gracias, mi hermano. Farruko, tú sabes que tú eres, y con Andy Clay, obsesionado, you know, like.
Yes. Now we love Farruko.
Farruko, yo lo quiero con cojones, ese es mi hermano. Y lo que él quiera hacer con su vida y su vida personal, uno lo va a respetar porque yo sé que tiene un buen corazón y es una buena persona. Like, that's my dog. You guys did a phenomenal, bro. The music video is it's our own EDC festival. It's like amazing,
what was crazy is that one of my directors shot it at the time that I put to work with Farruko.
Yeah, no, like your boy.
And there were multiple videos shot. So Farruko was leading to the other record because there was 2 records shot. And he thought the other one was going to be the first single.
Yeah.
And then I guess when they released it took fire.
No,
and they were like, oh, we're going
when
with
a record
Popeyes.
goes like that, you can't stop it, bro. It's like...
But did you know it was going to go?
No, I didn't think it was going to be that big, to be honest. I knew it was going to be a good DJ record, but it could work or it cannot work. We wasn't even a single. It was just like an album record that we did.
That's what I'm
album
saying.
cut, you know what I'm saying?
When I heard it,
and when that bitch went, bro, it was like you will scroll and it was a like it was like... And that's before they really stepped it. So this is another funny story. I'm like, this shit viral everywhere. But that shit got like 200,000 streams. I'm like, I need money. What the fuck is going on with this shit? Bro, it took like a month. That bitch went every playlist, everything. That shit hit like, bueno, it's 3.5 billion streams.
Yeah, come on.
Shout out to Farru. Sonny Laden did a great job too. Sonny Laden team, everybody.
You know, it's funny. We have a lot of friends because we've done videos for almost everybody. So there's a couple of them friends of mine that they always ask me to come to the listening party to listen to the record.
Yeah.
Because I don't move that much, right? So if I move, like I was in the studio with Joe for Lean Back, and when he put Lean Back, I was like, this is it.
So you
know,
got a good ear
I was
for that
there.
shit.
So when I heard Pepas
for the first time,
when I heard it, I lost my mind.
For real?
Until this day, if I'm in any club and they play that shit, I fucking jump around.
I feel like
that's when
I learned. I mean, we done a lot. Obviously, being around Pit, I learned a lot about big records. You know, like.
That's a big record.
But now, when you start to understand, when you have one like that's on your side like that, it's like that's the type of music you want to make. You want to make timeless music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not the shit that anybody do. This is the shit that's popping. Whatever, cool.
Don't matter when that
But
plays.
a lot of those records don't come every day. You know.
It don't matter when that plays.
But I feel like putting that work, putting the shit, God blesses us in a certain way. You know?
But then I'll ask you this question, right? You're a DJ.
Yeah.
You read the crowd. I'm an artist that's your friend, and I give you my record, and I say, yo, man, I need you to play it, and
Yeah.
I know you playing this big
I
party,
show love. I'll play.
and you play it. What happens when nobody reacts?
I'll tell him, get another fucking record.
No,
That's not
but
it.
I'm saying while you're DJing, you look out, nobody reacts. What do you do? Just
Switch it off, rip.
now. What happens when it's your record?
No, I still switch it. Like, if it
No,
ain't
but
working,
does it
no.
hurt you that you like?
No,
fuck,
I
it's
mean,
my
because
record?
at the end of the day, you know, like, it's different. But I don't, since I'm a DJ first, and I have records that work and I have records that don't work, but we live in a streaming world, right? So any record you put out is going to make money. Some are going to become big hits, some are not. You know what I'm saying? But I don't look at it like, oh, I'm going to put this out, it's going to be the biggest hit. I just put it out, it's like, it's another record I'm putting out. Put it out. What are we going to do? You have a plan, you don't have a plan, cool. It works out, works out. Nowadays, nobody has a plan. If this shit don't stick, it's like, even major labels, they don't. So you can't, I used to get mad at the label, you don't push my shit. You know, when I first, bro, it's not a hit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta go through that thing. But a lot of artists don't understand that for young artists. Like, bro, there's guys that have come out of Cuba with little bit of internet, no video, upload some shit, and the shit becomes the biggest shit. Cause it's a motherfucking hit. You can't blame, the internet is good and it's bad, but that shit, one thing that if people like it, they're gonna fucking repost that shit and they're gonna keep doing it. So I think it's like the biggest A&R nowadays is TikTok on the internet. If the people like it, we don't make records for TikTok, we make records. But people embrace it certain ways, you know? Because I don't be like, you know, you go to those sessions with the label like, yeah, we need a record that says, move your hip to the right, move your hip to the left so TikTok will play. I'm like, bro, I ain't doing that shit. Fuck that. What we doing? No, real shit. That's how it be in sessions.
Let me ask you a question, because like I said, I'm a club guy all day. Like I ran around with
Yeah,
everybody. I've been
of
around
course.
the world. I've seen a lot, right? So I've been with DJs.
He's definitely seen a lot.
Yeah, I've been with DJs in a lot of
Those
places.
girls like you too?
Yeah.
Sometimes.
I gotta answer that truthfully.
Nah, they fucking- everybody know, pass it the
They like
pass.
Jessy more. They like Jessy
I'm
more.
a calm. I'm 40 right now. I'm a calm man right now.
Yeah.
No, but I'm saying, like, so I've been in the biggest
Yeah.
stadiums, in the biggest places, and I've seen like a DJ sometimes drop 3 records and they didn't hit, and they always go back to good old reliable.
1,000.
And they drop
The go-tos,
So,
the go-tos.
so what are your 3 go-tos? Like if you drop that record and you're in Moscow,
Yeah.
you know, or you're in the Ukraine.
Yeah, Little
or-
John. Yeah. Usher, that shit always works. That's
Yeah?
a hit for timeless.
Really? That-
Anywhere you
Little
are.
John Usher?
Yeah, Little John. Yeah, I like that one.
I love Little John. Shout out to
Yeah,
Little
no,
John.
yeah. Like when you people are like, that's it. It's a rap.
So
Okay,
that record works everywhere.
everywhere. That's a global hit.
Okay.
Okay, let me think about another one. I mean, to be honest, a pit record too. A lot of the pit records work too. Like they set off the dance floor on fire.
Yes, always,
Either hotel
always.
room service or like
Always.
Calle Ocho, even like even Culo. Like, you know, like you could play like Pit always had that energy special. That's one thing. Like, and then that Pit, like, he connected with the DJ stuff, but like he was always like a club guy. Remember? Because when we went through the shit, when he started doing the pop stuff with the Give Me Everything, Timber, you know, like that became like the superstar. But like Pete started in the club mixtapes, you know, like that's what people love about him.
I
Like,
love Pit.
you know, like Shake, Culo, all that shit.
All
So
of
like definitely a Pit record, Little John, which is crazy because they together the energy. And I will probably have to say nowadays, Bad Bunny, any record you play, you straight. Yeah, true. That nigga, yo se set off. Titi me preguntó, one of like,
Yeah.
but this is like early on. Back in the day, he wasn't around. But any other old school reggaeton records might work too, like Gasolina, you know, like a classic. They got a lot of energy, Rakata, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
But definitely Pit and Little John records. I mean, when they had their run with LMFAO, Shots, all those records, they were fucking killing it with the clubs.
Yeah,
Party Rock, all that shit.
You know, that's what a lot of people always say, and I say this because they, you know, a lot of artists, people are like they're local artists.
Yeah.
You know, they was like when you deal with global artists, it's Pitbull, it's Akon.
It's only those 50.
Black Eyed
Shout out to
Peas,
Akon. I love. Yeah,
Shout
you
out
know,
to
it's funny.
Akon.
Oh,
Yes,
I'll tell you one thing. When I first went on tour, like you asked me going back, because now I remember you asking about this. We went to a big festival in Japan. It's called Summer Sonic, right? It's a
okay.
big festival.
Only Japan, that's it.
No, it was all of Asia,
I'm fucking with you.
Japan.
I'm fucking
all
with you.
shit.
Like Japan, you know, not everybody gets to go over this.
I won't tell you about the Japanese girls, but I'll tell you about the club record. And then when you have a hit like that, you know what I'm saying? Like top 10 in the world, like Pete, Justin Bieber, Rihanna, Calvin Harris. You see the same motherfuckers at the same festivals
Yeah,
every time you
bro,
run.
that's how you know.
It's like the hip pocket. So you're like, bro, Rihanna, she was headlining, obviously. Rihanna's one of my favorite artists in the world. I got to party with her in Tokyo. Not like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, respect to Rihanna. She's doing a thing. Like, I'm talking about, like, in the club scene. Because I was DJing an after party in Japan, and she pulled up. And she pulled all of us, the whole team, to a VIP area. And she bought us drinks. We smoked to her. We did karaoke, bro. We were hanging out with her for till 8 in the morning. That's a crazy story. Because people ask me on tour, like, you met her, bro. I was able to hang out with Rihanna. It was crazy. She's super simple, super cool as fuck. She bought us McDonald's. I know she might see this shit one day, you know? But she's like, I gotta go, bro. And then, because we were there with her at the time on the tour, with people, like, I'm saying, like, the biggest guys, like you said, if you got that #1 record that's all around the world, you're gonna run into the same people, you know what I'm saying? That's why, like...
The question I asked for some Japanese girl that might be out there, is she saying that the Cuban guy put it down? I just want to know.
Nah, definitely put it down. Not 1 on 2. They're little, bro, so I was like, I'll take 2.
Oh Lord.
No, we gotta do a spin-off of the Chino tour story. That's different. Today we're talking about a little bit of everything, but I'm so happy that you guys are, like, doing this, and the Latino culture needs this because, like you said, like, we speak English, Spanish, but they're gonna identify to a lot of the stuff what we're saying, like, here. And
no, but look, I think I always tell people that when you look at hip-hop, when hip-hop was growing, hip-hop had MTV, they had BET, they had all these shows and outlets.
Yeah.
When we had The Roof and certain things like that, but they weren't as mainstream, right?
Definitely.
So then we had Mundos and a couple of people trying to do stuff. And when reggaeton started getting at its height, a lot of those networks kind of faded.
Yeah.
And then it became like a news system where it was like the internet and YouTube and everybody's out for themselves having to promote their own channels. But we didn't have these destinations where people promoted our music.
Exactly.
So everybody was like self-promoted, you know? So like we didn't have those things. So it's like as big as our music got and as big as people have gotten, our stories are not out there. They just don't exist.
Yeah. No, and I love that you guys are putting this together. Especially, thank you for the opportunity for my story. Because I've been around, people might have heard the name, they don't have the face to it, you know what I mean? But, like, the music is there, the story is there. And thank you guys for the platform, because I know you guys are going to do a lot of stuff with this. And to all the Latinos that are out there, bro, we got to stick together. You know, you guys been since day one. I feel like you guys, what I love you guys' work, besides what you guys do, is amazing. Because you guys took the vision of the American and put it into the Latino culture, you know what I'm saying? 100%. With the next step. Obviously, we were talking about earlier with the lenses, the storylines, you know, like, especially you started as a video and a movie director, right? But, like, at the end of the day, we see it nowadays. Pete will always say this, like, one day a Latino artist is going to be the biggest artist in the world because our culture and a Latino, like, when we go to an arena show, you guys all been on tours, 85% of the people are Latin in the arenas, even if you're an American act. You know what I'm saying? Like, the people that go see Pete, obviously J-Lo, but when you go to a Dua Lipa show, it's still 1,000 motherfucking Mexicans out there seeing her. You know what I'm saying? Like, because the U.S. is all about immigration and, like, you know, like, people that come and build this shit.
No,
you know?
I remember that I used to shoot, when I lived in L.A. for a long time, I would shoot videos out there, and Daddy Yankee would come out there, or Wisin and Yandel, or I would bring Maluma to the nightclubs.
Yeah.
And I would tell DJs that were friends of mine, and my friends would own the clubs and say, hey, I got
show them
Maluma
love,
here, show the love, play the song. Or I can't play it in here because, you know, I can't play a Spanish song here.
It's crazy.
I was like,
it's crazy.
Half the people in here are Latino. They're just not empowered enough.
Exactly. You're not just, you got to keep doing it.
I said,
you know?
trust me, play the song.
They're going to know this shit.
And
especially if your nigga don't know it, your bitch going to know it.
Exactly. And when they played one of Maluma's songs, all the girls in there started singing the song. I said, yo, everybody.
No, Maluma became a superstar, bro. I met
that.
Maluma early on, too. God bless what he's doing. He's an amazing artist. He's doing his thing. Like, I'm so happy I come from the Pitbull school era because I was young. From the Flow Riders, Rick Ross, DJ Khaled, like, seeing them, what they've done. And then, obviously, then you got the new generation and the new generation. But if we really think about it, like, Miami, those are, like, the legendary Miami people. Like, there's not really a lot of people. I don't want to disrespect anybody, but what's the next movement of 305 coming on Miami? Us as DJs and stuff. But as far as artists, the Cubans are in here, but I'm talking about, like, rapper-wise, there's not a lot of big movement right now happening, I think, right now in this moment. I mean, there's guys out there. I'm not trying to, like... somebody that's really, like, making a noise. Because I'm a DJ. I'm in the club. If I hear a Miami niggas doing what we used to do back then, I'm like, oh...
Yeah. But you know what I think what's happening is that when reggaeton and urban music got to its height, a lot of people from different countries moved here. So it's not that they're from Miami. They're claiming Miami, but they're not necessarily the Miami
No,
sound.
that's a fact. I mean, a lot of big artists claim that they're from Miami and they're not. So that's one thing that we always talk about Pit, not to mention names, but we're like, nigga, Pit is 305. You know what I mean? Like, Flo Rida is 305. Rick Ross is 305. DJ Khaled to a certain extent, you know, because he lived here and there. He's 305 too, but he reps. But nobody rep the 305 harder than Pit all day, every day. Now I say it. And I say it here and I say it again. And then, my bad, to cut you off, sorry, but a lot of people came from out of town. Like P say, you come to our club, you fuck our bitches, you make records about us, and then you shitting on us. Fuck you doing here, nigga? Go back to your shit. Like P said the other day in that shit. If you don't like the United States of America, get the fuck out. What we tell you? If you don't like our state, nigga, get the fuck out. No, but it's true. Bueno, un cantante que he querido trabajar, like I said, I'm a fan of Rihanna, so I would love to one day do a collab with her. I work to a lot of people, thank God. I'm blessed. But on the English side, definitely Rihanna, I would love to do a record with her because I know her energy is crazy, you know? Like, even if she's popping or not, she's like, she showed me love and I respect her a lot, you know?
Have you done a record that didn't come out? Sorry.
Oh, yeah, a lot of those. But
No, I would say the original topic about, like, you know, there's no new artists coming out that are doing their thing anymore. Like,
there are new artists.
They are, but the thing, what I'm trying to say is, like, because in our time, like I said, you had to do the work, and you did it because you loved it. Like, say with you,
exactly.
You know, your father, you know, your family. So it was something you loved.
We'll put in the work,
and you did it, and you had to go out in the street, and you had to do this, and that doesn't exist anymore.
I agree
and that's the problem. Like, say Pitt, you know, we met Pitt, we did Toma for him.
Of course, you
know
the story.
So even then, he was like, you know, we met this guy, and everybody, like I said, we were blessed to work. Like, say 50, you know, Jessy did Wankster, you know what I'm saying? Like the first video. So we did like the first video for almost half the artists in the game. So we met them in the beginning, and they all were rah. Like you said, you were giving the flyers out. Blah. So that's what makes stars.
Yeah,
that's what makes legends. That's what makes, and that's what I feel this new generation is lacking. Because you just go, hey AI, do this beat for me. Yeah. Hey AI, here's my voice. Make it sound great on the video. Hey AI.
You know what I feel? I think that they don't even believe in themselves, like, to that level. They just, this is like not like
they don't even know. They don't even know.
I'm an influencer. What do you influence?
Yeah, ass on the G string.
Yeah,
ass on the G string.
But I mean, I'm not trying girls and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm an influencer. So what do you influence?
Ass on the G
I
string.
tell you, I'm a music producer. I got this record, and I'm making records every day. You guys, I'm a film producer. I did this is it. Now you tell people shit. They don't. It's just like it's a different generation. I think different era. That's why the greats are gonna be the greats. You know what I'm saying? But there's not. It needs to be a change. I feel like to a certain extent that people are kind of like, bro, you still got to put in that work. Just because you got 10,000 followers don't mean that they're gonna go to your shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's artists that have 50 million followers and they don't fucking pack an arena. Fuck, you want 50 million people following you for?
Because those are bots too. Half of them are bots anyway.
But you know what I'm saying? Like,
but the point is, it's
crazy.
Like, the point is, the point
usually was talking about the bots. And
what was the slang you gave it up?
We were like saying, "Oh, he's Rocky Bot Boa."
But you know, it's funny because
Rocky Bot Boa, like the bots.
Yeah.
Like
Rocky Bot Boa.
So he's a Rocky Bot Boa because all his followers are bots.
There's a gang of those.
Oh, too many of those.
No. So long story short, so Latino Champs, right, is to share with everybody.
Definitely.
Like, this is a champ.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate
you didn't get to where you're at, like, on the past.
By grinding,
like you were
work.
doing this,
For
so
sure.
then Pitt saw you like, hey buddy, I like you.
I'm gonna give
you
you
work
an
just as hard as
opportunity.
me.
I'm gonna give you an
Come
opportunity.
here. And then Irie was like, oh wait a minute, look at this guy. Hey buddy, come do the big clubs. Like nothing happened. People think, you know, you're a good looking dude, so people think you use that to get on. No, it's this.
Thank you.
It's this.
I use that to get girls. No homo. You gotta say no homo, dog. Damn, dog.
No homo.
And it's funny because some people think I'm gay because I don't fuck. Come on,
Are you
man.
what?
No, because I don't fuck. Because I don't
Whoa,
fuck.
whoa.
No,
Let's go back to the other story.
No, because
I don't wanna get you in trouble,
I've done
though.
over 1,000 videos
Yeah,
with
yeah.
the baddest girls on the planet Earth, and there's no girl out there that can tell you I tried to do
But you're a
the
professional.
sucio.
Yeah.
I try to do the sucio, Mr. Lee.
Now
You know what I'm saying? Like Mr. Lee, they know he's not gay. You know what I'm saying? Like he does the videos, he goes boom.
But you're a professional.
No, but I'm saying, so I've never done that. So they're like, really?
Never
Oh, he's
done
gay.
that.
He's gay. You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
Never done that.
This guy.
They're gonna edit this shit
guy.
out, by the way.
Yo.
You can't say never.
Russia don't count. Ukraine don't count.
I mean, you just can't say never.
No, that doesn't
keep,
count.
keep mentioning countries.
You know what I'm saying? Countries don't count like that. You know what I'm saying? Like if you meet somebody in the mall or something,
Yeah.
that don't count. Then
Nah, I feel you,
you
though.
put in the video. That doesn't count.
But
as
listen, like,
you know what
no,
I'm
but
saying?
a lot of, like you said, a lot of people like, oh, like you put this girl in your video, you fucking the chick.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
just-
yeah, that's what I'm
Sometimes
saying.
it's a professional, sometimes it's not. You know.
No, I'm joking with, but you know, I think that's even for us. I think that was part of our success is that we kept it professional. You know, there's
No.
too many girls in the world for you to
What-
whether
for
they
sure,
say
bro.
to shit where you eat or whatever. You know what I mean?
Sometimes you share what you eat.
I'm about to say, but this guy,
I think
this
for
guy.
the DJ for the artist is different for us. 'Cause I
Yeah,
think
you're in a different level, I get
No,
you.
but we're in a different part of it.
Yeah.
You know, I think that, you know, we hire girls for your video,
Mm-hmm.
and then if you like the girl, that's a different thing.
So you become a pimp.
Pretty much.
You know what?
no,
you
no,
know
no.
what? In the not, you know, back in the days, you know, a lot of people used to call my brother and say, "Yo, we're doing this party in the Hamptons. We're doing this
Invite
party
some of the video
with the
girls and
model
say, yeah,
girls."
for
And you
sure.
know, we've been through that. I mean, I've done videos where people are like, "Yo, I want every girl in the XXL magazine." I said, "There's only 2 girls in the video. Fuck it, fly out all 12 for every month."
yeah.
And we fly out every girl for every month in the XXL. That was the eye candy.
When we doing that
video
video?
was
No, we don't let
What
that.
was that, Jessy?
Nah, but listen.
I cast that video, but I know the video. I
But
don't
listen,
know-
I'm gonna
he
say
doesn't
some
wanna
shit
say
right
it.
now because I know I got a lot of respect for you guys, and we never really got to shoot. We always talk, and I appreciate you the love. We always spoke. You know how they do? They give people the flowers.
Yeah.
So we're gonna give you shots. but I want to say that I'm really like, it's an honor for me to be here, especially with my story coming from Cuba. Besides the jokes and the shit, like you guys are legends, and you guys have helped a lot of not just artists, people, persons, like whatever you want to call it, women, models, careers. Because just by being on one of you guys' videos, it changes people's lives. It's like having a hit record to a certain extent. Because you guys have hit videos, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know how you are. I never met you, but hey, you're going to be my new best friend, dog. We outside. We outside, dog. Don't worry. I'm going to make sure you ain't gay, dog. You straight. No, but I want to say congratulations on everything you guys got going on. I'm so happy that I'm here. Thank you to Pip for having us here in his spot, 305, you know?
Yes.
One day I know we're gonna do more things together. We shoot the shit. We can't do everything on the first podcast. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Exactly.
we gotta do the most winning I Am Chino story. Like
Yes,
that.
yes,
Hey,
yes.
I'm putting it out there. You guys do it. You do whatever you do. But I definitely want to help a lot of up and coming artists that are coming up that they don't have this platform for you guys to interview too. Whatever you guys need on my end and from my team, you know, like Nelson, everybody. Like the Cuban movement is really strong right now. There's a lot of shit going on in Miami that the world hasn't heard yet. Like you guys put on the Dembow movement and shit by your platform. I think it's gonna be an amazing what's about to happen with music. And can you show me one of my motherfucking music videos?
I got you. I got you. I got you. I got you.
But you make sure you got the double XL, girls.
Got you,
My
man.
brother.
Come on, let's give it
Oh,
up.
let's give it for DJ Chino. Man, we appreciate you. Thank you for being there.
Bro, we good. I'm here for you guys. We take a shot if you guys
Nah,
good. I think we got
that's it.
enough shit, but we do whatever you want.
No, just
Let's
do
just
the
talk a
right
little bit
shot.
quick about the underdog so I can plug it and then
Oh,
you go quick.
yeah. What's happening there?
So this right here is Pitbull's Vodka Volley, which we're in the facility. This is where they make it in Hialeah, right?
Okay.
Shout out to Priscilla doing the thing, you know.
Yeah.
running the shit. The most winning. So then this is the Volley vodka bottle that we make custom for the album. We made only certain amount of bottles, and it's just to promote the album. So it's Pitbull I Am Chino. Then we had the single with Tamo Bien. We're going back to what we spoke about. Gracias Enrique Iglesias for giving me the opportunity, because I worked with him as a producer, but now being able to, I have a rap on this song, you know what I'm saying? Like I have a verse. It just blows my mind. That goes to show you like good music, like that you could do whatever you put yourself to, you know what I'm saying? I never thought I was gonna be recording with Enrique Iglesias, you know what I'm saying? Like, but besides that, he's a good person. He show love. And Pete, obviously, the whole album is a collaboration between me and Pete. And I named the album Underdogs because that's who we are. All of us, including you guys. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So I feel like everybody relates to underdogs because we come from nothing and we make something out of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what the album is about. And a lot of people are on this album because, I mean, I could get a Pit verse and I could go get anybody I want, literally. I'm like, nah, I want people to be in this project that have really underdog stories. As far as like Tito Bambino, Neo Garcia, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many people on this album. Enrique Iglesias, to a certain extent, he was an underdog because his father is who he is, but he still worked his way up.
I know that story.
You know what I'm saying?
He had to grow out of Mexico.
So a lot of that shit, like Mariah's on this album too. She's up and coming from Miami.
Yeah, we know
you know,
Mariah.
like we got
a song with Diorro, Mariah and Jamaica.
Yeah, Diorro, yeah. Like,
Pass me that right there.
so
Let me
this
see
is
that.
the bottle. We gotta hook him up with some of shit Priscilla for them. But you see, so we did like the Miami vibes. And I'm so happy that, you know, Pete was giving me the opportunity to do this project together with him. And we had the success with Tamo Bien. And then we got a record with Flow Rider too, Borracho y Loco, which is, shout out to Flo, you know, he always show love.
Yeah.
I used to put up fucking posters for Flow Rider when he had the do-rag, the red do-rag. And he had the record, I ain't want no cake on my birthday. I want my cake every day. That's what I'm saying, street team. We did it all, from coming from the street team in the Grove to the all ages and shit. Shout out to Chronic. Po' Boy, everybody, like,
Yes.
bro.
I did a video with Flow Rider and Medellin in the hood.
Shit, I want to go to that video.
With
Not in the hood, though, but I want to go to
With
Medellin.
Maluma. With
Oh, yeah,
Maluma.
I think I seen it. That video's a shit. Flow, like, is another one that, you know, took the global music, and thank you for having me on
Yeah,
I mean, we had him on the project, but he showed love, like, it is what it is. Bro, it's nothing but love for Miami. I'm from Miami. I'm Cuban, but I speak English, Spanish, 305. You know, they counting.
The last Terrero toast here for Latino Champs. The Terrero toast, baby.
Terrero toast, baby.
The album.
Underdog.
Underground too, but underdogs too.
Underdog.
Salud.
Salud.
Hey, we're good. I think we got with the shit, right? We got